All right, it's been 1 second since my last rant. Santi Speaks here. And I want to talk a little bit about a real topic. So we got Mr. President in office right now, and he's deploying troops on our soil. And they always said that can't be done. It can't be done. You cannot deploy troops on our soil. Our troops are used to defend us. Well, when we swear an oath for domestic crimes and international crimes. We swear to protect the soil, the people of the soil. I don't know how I feel about it, the ways they go about it, but I want you to think about this. And I tell everybody this. It's like, oh, we're going to, it's just not working. As a country, the United States of America, if this were an educational system, we'd be in the second grade. If this was a human person, we'd be a toddler. We are 250 years old. Every other country and continent has got us by thousands of years. Look at anything that is happening across the world and don't just check one source, because each source only tells its side of the story. Check multiple sources. We are so young as a nation. We are just learning, our government is just learning how to control the people, not guide the people, not govern the people, not manage or supervise the people, but control the people. These protests and this violence and burning of cars and throwing rocks, this has been going on for thousands of years. This ain't new. Not burning the cars, of course, because that'd be weird. You got a 2,000-year-old car. This isn't new. The suppression of people, the oppression of people, the dividing of classes, the racism. This is not new. When the United States was founded, I don't care what you learned in school, in history class, your teacher was a liar. Your teacher taught what was in the book, and that's a darn shame. That's a tragedy, a crisis. Your teacher taught what was in the book. They could only teach what was in the book. They couldn't go outside of the book, so they taught what they were told to teach and nothing more. This country was not supposed to be a multiracial country. The melting pot. Shut up. There was a select group of a select class of people that were supposed to come here and make this the royal castle. And they brought some workers with them. Those workers weren't supposed to be building their own castles. They got here and there were already people here. And so the suppression, oppression, and division began. We weren't all invited. I didn't get an invitation to come here. Neither did my grandparents, nor yours, probably. At least if you're poor. It doesn't matter the color of your skin. Well, it has a factor in it. But if you didn't have any money, you weren't coming here. This is for rich people. This was supposed to be heaven while you're alive if you met certain criteria. But the people got out of control because we multiplied. And one person can't control 1 million people. You can't. You can control most of them and scare them into obeying, tell them you're going to take everything away from them. Did you know that in other countries, I just learned this the other day, in another country, and probably a lot more than that, you got to have a license to watch TV. You can't just go to the store and be like, hey, I'll take that one. Nope. You got to have a license. Here in the U.S., you don't even have to have a license to buy a car. They just want your money. Most countries don't have the infrastructure we do. They don't have the electrical grid nor the water that we do. I heard somebody saying they're arguing all over YouTube talking about water shouldn't be free. Water's not a natural right. And people are like, water is too a natural right. It should be free. If it should be free, then why is my water bill $350? Why am I buying bottled water? Shouldn't I go into a store and they just hand me a bottle? Shouldn't I not have? Nah. I'm okay with paying that water bill. I appreciate that nice cold or hot water, depending on the situation, coming out of the faucet without all the parasites. I greatly appreciate that. I'm very grateful for that. Should it be free? Of course. Should electricity be free? Of course. But I tell you what, the first time I go to install something and plug something in, I'm probably going to get electrocuted to death because I don't know much about electricity. Should it be free? Yeah. But who's going to plug, who's going to install it? Who's going to install it? Nobody's going to install it for free. They want money for their time, for their effort. People want money for mining the coal, for mining the copper, for putting together. Yo, I don't know anything about what do you call them, cables or those panels, solar panels. I don't know anything about solar panels. How am I supposed to put a solar panel together? I just don't even have time in my life for all that. I don't. I'm grateful for what we got. I'm grateful for what we got. Well, the price of groceries are out of control. Listen, man, I've never raised a cow. I've never gotten a sick cow and made it healthy. I've never butchered a cow. I've never ground up meat. I could probably figure it out, but is that something I want to do every day? Absolutely not. First I gotta butcher the cow, then I gotta get water, then I gotta go get electrocuted. Then I gotta build a fire. Now I gotta collect wood. Natural gas. Where's that come out of besides your back end? Oh. I get it, life is expensive, but we're still so comfortable. I'm coming to work to make money to pay for the things I gotta pay for. The way I see it, I'm doing pretty good. People say healthcare should be free. Who's going to pay for it? Who's paying the doctor? Where's the medicine coming from? When there's a new disease, who's doing the research? Listen, I'm number one on anti-big farm. Because I don't think they should be making trillions of dollars. And some of them are using us as test guinea pigs. But I'll make up my own mind if I'm going to take it or not. If we're super anti-medication, you ain't really been sick. I've had problems. I've had stomach problems or intestinal problems for like 10 years. I've been in a wheelchair for 2 years. I've been in the doctors. Hated some of them. Some of them didn't know anything they were talking about. The one or two that did, I'm very grateful for you. Thank you for doing your homework. We're just too spoiled. We are spoiled little children. And I say children again because we're 249 years old as a country. We're the developed leading nation. Because you've seen it on TV. Have you traveled the world? I'm not talking about on a cruise or a 5-star resort hotel. I'm talking about going to Peru, to Mexico, to Canada, and going to the slums. Go where real workers live. Go where real life happens. Don't go where all the tourists are, because they keep that place cleaned up for you to come back. Go where real life happens. Go to Japan. Go to Thailand. Go to South Korea. Go someplace and see how people are really living that have been living there for thousands of years. And when you go there, you're going to be like, man, take me back to America. Take me back home. I'll pay my water bill. I'll pay my taxes. I'll pay my electric bill. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, it should be free. That'd be fantastic. That'd be awesome. But then what would we be doing as a people, as a nation, if we didn't have to work? What would we be doing? I'd be reading books all day, every day. Just knowledge, knowledge. Shut up. You would not. All right, that's it. I had too much coffee today. Peace.